Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two American blended whiskey, both bottled in Kentucky. The first one, Kessler, Julius Kessler blended whiskey. There's Julius Kessler, no bottle printed without his face. 72.5% grain neutral spirits, 27.5% straight whiskey, aged for 2 years. Bottled in Kentucky by Beam-Suntory, no website listing. Competitor, Kentucky Beau. There is a black label, black and gold and white label. This is the green, gold, and white label. I don't know the difference. I think the black label is 86 proof. This is 80 proof, aged 3 years, 80-20 blend ratio, 80% grain neutral spirits, 20% straight Kentucky whiskey. This is a product of Kentucky. It's not just bottled in Kentucky. That's why this one's called American blended whiskey, meaning the whiskeys are coming from not just Kentucky, different states, more than likely Indiana. This is all Kentucky. $6.99 for the bottle. $12.99 for the handle. Okay, so comparably priced. Age 2 years, age 3 years. Higher percentage of bourbon, lower percentage of straight whiskey. BC's Beer Reviews, OBC's Beer Reviews. Hello, BC. Thanks for watching. Wayne Franklin says, good morning, Ron. Good morning to you, Wayne. Well, yesterday we reviewed the Blue Hen and the Double Dales. And David said, that's all you brought? I said, you told me you didn't want to drink a whole lot because you're getting over, being ill. I had to get a kick out of that. I said, that's all you're drinking, right? Yeah. I had nothing to say. I said, okay. So then he said, we got to go. And then I left. I wanted to go to Dorgnac's, and I did find some good stuff there. Then I said, let me go pass by Martin Wine Cellar, which I didn't find anything that I wanted to buy. But then I walked in Martin Wine Cellar. There's David. We had to laugh at each other. I said, Kessler. Okay. K for Kessler. Now, people say, am I left-handed or right-handed? It's hard to say because if I'm writing a letter or whatever, I use my left hand. But if I'm cutting something with scissors, like yesterday, I use my right hand to cut. So I remember when I was in elementary school, they knew I wrote with my left hand. So the teacher said, well, here's some scissors for you, left-handed cigarettes. That's funny. Left-handed scissors. But I was like, can't use these backward things. So it depends what I'm fooling with, what I'm doing. I'll be right-handed for some things and left-handed for others. Isn't that strange? Okay. Whoops. I'll ruin my eyeglasses doing that. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. Come on in. I knew you'd be waiting by the door. You were starving, huh? Because you were out all night. Here, look. "33 degrees, never cried to come in." I hear you purring, brr, brr, brr. But I checked at 3 o'clock, no cat. 4 o'clock, no cat. 5 o'clock, no cat. 5:30, getting ready to do this. There she is, waiting outside. I can't leave the food out, but glad to hear Dave is back and doing well. Yeah, he's doing better, but if he needs a cooler. Now, if I leave the food out on the back porch, the raccoons will eat it all. They found out, see, they used to eat the food off the front porch. But I tricked them. I put it on the back porch in the screened-in porch, and the cat would go back and forth through the little cat door. But the raccoons watched, and they were like, aha. And they're small, too. They're bigger than a cat, but they're still small. So they started going through the door. you know, like pushing her out the way because she gets away from them, and they eat all the food. But now I got to put the food in the house. If I go out of town, I'm gonna have to tell my neighbors, look, could you feed Orangey? And probably it'd be best to guard it, you know, because the raccoon's going to eat it. Okay. It's not really their problem, but it's not even my cat. This cat adopted my house. I didn't ask for this cat to come over here. Okay. Copper. And copper, but it looks like the Kessler is a little darker. So this should be an even. Now, see you laying on that carpet. It should be an even taste challenge. I had to make her go outside yesterday afternoon. I said, what you going to do? No, yesterday morning when I was leaving to go to Metairie in Jefferson Parish and Kenner, I said, you can't lay on this carpet all day. Went to Taco Tico and got the taco salad. I had a coupon, buy one, get one free. 2 of them. It was $5.45 total after tax. Huge salad with all kind of meat and sour cream, tomatoes, green onions, shredded cheese, and all sour cream. Made Taco Bell's old taco salads look like trash, and they don't even sell those anymore. I went to Taco Bell last week. I don't want a taco salad. We don't have those. I said, well, this company's really going there. Taco Tico, though, they make real good fast food Mexican food. They used to be even with Taco Bell in the 1970s, you know, and they were like competitors. And then Pepsi bought out Taco Bell from Glenn Bell. When he sold it to Glenn Bell sold it to Pepsi. They had the money, you know, to pump in it. So then it became this big nationwide thing. And Taco Tico's still independent, so they struggle. And now they only have a few locations: Kansas, Oklahoma, one in Louisiana, and they might have Texas. Okay. And then there's Del Taco. When I understand Del Taco, but I think I saw that in Georgia, but I never ate there. I don't know anything about it. I know they're corporate owned. I tried that Reaper sauce. The man laughed at Taco Tico. He said, Reaper sauce. Oh, yeah? He laughed like, get ready. It was really hot, but it wasn't as bad as he was making it out to be. But me and David both tried it. We were blowing our nose like. Corn grits. Like, think of yellow corn grits. Corn, yeah. Like, think of yellow corn grits. What about wood? What about oak? No, I wouldn't say so. These products are simple. They're just like basic. So what do you expect? They're cheap. Taste time, everybody. What are my thoughts on Jim Beam whiskey? Says Liam. I like it. I got it for real cheap last month. I bought a whole 750 milliliters, entire, you know, full size amount for $9.98. Mathern's had it on sale. I was like, well, and even my friend David was like, I'm not passing that up. I said, you don't need any. I said, you have a whole house full of liquor, like that's totally taking over your home, like a hoarder or something. And he said, well, look at you. I said, yeah, but I'm doing taste challenges. It's actually being utilized, not just sitting there like a museum piece. But he insisted, so I said, okay. Man, he's got 2 unopened bottles. I like it. I missed the Jim Beam Choice that they got rid of in 2017. They shouldn't have, the charcoal filter one. They should have kept it. Greetings from Oregon. Greetings to you, Liam. The Whiskey Scout says Reaper sauce is warm. Wouldn't call it hot. Well, it's a lot hotter than their standard hot sauce. But I told him, I said, it seems more sweet. It's like sweet heat. I told David, I said, it's like sweet heat. It was burning my stomach today. But it wasn't bad. If I go back, and I plan to go back to Taco Tico because they send coupons every month, I'm going to get the Reaper sauce. B Aviation, good morning, Ron. Good morning to you. Joe Biden's dentures. Locally, we had Taco Bell competitor called Zantigo's chain of restaurants bought out by Taco Bell in the early 1980s. Oh, okay. That's what they do. They buy out the competition. Thoughts on the 1966 Beatles album Revolver? Well, it's arguably their best album. I wouldn't say that, but it was one of the best. I have the LP, the British version. The American version is different for various reasons, but I would recommend it. It's like George Harrison said, Revolver and Rubber Soul to him were like the same album. Like it was the same sound, late 65 and then 66, same sound. Then they went into that other avenue for about a year, 1967. Jim Beam choice is missed by me, not missed by you. You didn't miss Jim Beam choice? I guess I was just listening to 870 AM in New Orleans from here in Michigan. You were listening. Oh, yeah, 870 AM at nighttime jacks up their signal real high. And you can pick it up in, even some people in Seattle said they pick it up. I definitely picked it up in New York City before. When I was in New York, got out there in the dark in my car and I turned the radio on and I could hear, I said, WWL, New Orleans. But on the other hand, you can pick up New York stations at night. Nashville, New York, Houston, Texas, San Antonio, easily once it starts getting dusk. Yep. I used to do that all the time on road trips. If I was driving at night, listen to all these high power, whatever they call them, high power stations. But New Orleans is one of the famous ones because they used to have that overnight show called the Road Gang. Remember Road Gang? For the truckers. That's what it's called, wasn't it? Road Gang. Never had either of those you were trying this morning, but I really don't want to either. Well, I know how much you love American blended whiskey, Whiskey Scout. All right, this one tastes stingy, like it stings. Anytime it tastes strange, it must be Heaven Hill. But then I thought so yesterday, and I was wrong. I had it backwards, which was even worse. Because I was saying, well, this is Heaven Hill. It's not as good. So Kessler wins. Well, actually, Kessler lost. Again, Kessler keeps losing. Why does Kessler keep losing? It has a higher percentage of straight whiskey. I think it's because it's only aged 2 years. And plus, they might be using Jim Beam in it, 2-year age Jim Beam that really did not come out right. Like after 2 years, they tested Jim Beam. Ooh, this is a bad batch. Blend it off into Kessler. Blend it off into Beam's 8-star. I mean, we could see that happening, right? The further I can get on my small radio is Fort Worth and sometimes Jacksonville. When the car seems to pick up better. But yeah, I can pick up those. Whenever the Beatles were in New Orleans, they would hang out with Fats Domino. Well, they only came to New Orleans one time. That was 1964, and there was a riot at the stadium. Kind of a riot, like the girls broke through the barricades and running all over the field. And the Beatles had to stay at this inexpensive motel in New Orleans East called Congress Inn on Beam-Suntory Highway, US Highway 90, because they couldn't be at a big fancy hotel because then they would find out where they were and they would bother them all night. So they just got booked this hotel that nobody, this motel that nobody would expect them to be at. But they never came back. I don't think they liked New Orleans because of that. I'm glad you're a rock historian as well. Oh, thank you. Kessler used to make you a brand ambassador, Ron. Oh, yeah, right. I could be on TV. Folks, I've tried Kessler many times. I've done many blind taste tests. And you know what? It's losing almost every blind taste test. So I could say, if you want to buy an inexpensive whiskey that can't even beat T.W. Samuels, Kessler might be one for you. That was Beer Hound that was hounding me. Beer Hound was hounding me to buy Kessler. And I told him I already had that stuff. I had a 200 milliliter bottle. Of course, that's really not enough for taste challenges, you see. Well, this is weird. That's weird. This is weirder. Why would it taste like honeydew melon? I don't know. It ain't right. It's got to be Kentucky Beau. That's French. Beau means like your boyfriend or girlfriend. You know, your love, the one you're in love with, your romantic partner. Your husband or wife would be like different. This would be like before you get married. Beau. In Louisiana, people are corrupt. They say boo. That's my boo, but it's Beau. And you see a lot of old women in Louisiana say, "How you doing, Cher?" Sher, like Cher, you know, the singer Cher. That means dear, dear in English, dear. What you doing, Cher? Uh, how'd you like the gumbo, Cher? Cher. Beatles played City Park Stadium September 16, 1964. That's right. My mother's friend Weta, who's still alive, went to the concert. But my mother said, I don't want to go to the concert because I don't like the Beatles and their loud racket music. And I'm not interested. So my mother didn't go. But her friend Weta went. She said it was wild. You know, it was wild. My mother liked stuff more like Sonny and Cher. She went to see them at the Singer Theater. Boone, Pat Boone. She kissed Pat Boone. True story. True story. In the elevator in New Orleans because they saw him on there. Only person I ever met in an elevator was Roger Staubach. Oh no, he was coming into the bathroom. And Barbara Jordan, the congresswoman from Texas. She let us ride in the elevator with her. Mm-hmm. My mother liked B.J. Thomas, The Fifth Dimension, but the Beatles was too hard rock for her. She was like, I don't listen to all that noise. But I liked them. She hated me liking them. I bought all their records and she didn't like it because she thought I was going to get hooked on drugs. Well, you know, it does influence some people that way. I can get Houston and San Antonio to the south and Chicago to the north with atmospheric conditions that are right. Yeah, like on a clear night like tonight, I think it would work. Has City Park been demolished? No, it's still there. And the stadium's still there. It's called, they named it after some sports, I don't know, like some old coach or whatever, a promoter in Louisiana named Tad Gormley. So now it's called Tad Gormley Stadium. I've been to quite a few games there. It fits about 26,000 people. So for a City Park Stadium, it's pretty big. They used to have a big concert there called Voodoo, but then the scamdemic canceled that, and I don't think it's coming back. Ozzy Osbourne played there in 1982 for the Day of Rock and Roll, and then it poured down raining. He went to the French Quarter, got so drunk that he shaved his head bald. You know, he was just like, he had a tendency to drink a little too much. You know? And so he put on a blonde wig, and in the middle of the concert, he pulled the wig off, and he was bald, and the audience got a kick out of that. And I remember then his hair grew back, and he had it combed, parted. He did an interview on USA Network Night Flight. He looked like a normal person, you know, with brown hair and like mine. You know, it's like. But of course, in the rock and roll world, he had to get it long again and all that hairspray in the 80s. Remember? Diet blonde. The biggest celebrity I've ever seen was Papa John in Brickell, Miami. Haha. Oh, you're talking about John Phillips? The Kessler has a creamy vanilla taste. Is it good? I wouldn't go that far. It's okay. Like a B-, okay. Nobody buys this for sipping neat and doing taste challenges. Even who does taste challenges on the internet? Not too many people. Not blind. But there are a few. No. Good morning to you, Maxwell, from Russia. These people that buy this stuff, they mix it with chocolate milk and drink it while they're watching Scooby-Doo. Or they put it in their coffee. Or they mix it with Delaware Punch. Or they put it in a punch bowl. That's it. They're not sitting there all erudite and complicated with these products. You know that. I know that. The American people know that. I was at the Who concert at the Riverfront Coliseum in 1979 where a bunch of people were trampled, didn't even know it happened until the next day. Neither did the band. It was like mismanagement, and it was terrible. I remember when it happened. It was all on the news. that day, and I was 11 years old, and I thought, wow, this is terrible, you know. Because of festival seating. Kessler, this is Kessler. But it ain't. Wow, Kessler, you just amaze me. I can't get it right, and you always lose. Well, I'll give Kessler one thing. It's consistent. It loses every time, and I get it confused. Like, I thought this weird honeydew melon taste was the Kentucky Beau. So I think I made a mistake. I must have poured the wrong ones in the wrong. You know, I was like Dr. John. I was in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. I was on the right trip, but I must have took the wrong car. Let's do this again. Well, I only poured a tiny bit amount. I want to show y'all something I bought yesterday. If y'all hold on, let me do this real fast. No. Okay. No, I had it right. I had it right. Sorry, it's just that Kessler has a rank funk flavor relative to the other ones. Oh, well, you know what? I don't answer to Jim Beam. I don't answer to Beam-Suntory. If they want to put out a product like this and sell a big jug bottle to me for $12.99, you know, a handle bottle, it's fine. I didn't lose much. I didn't gain anything. Would I recommend it? I mean, I would recommend it for, like I just described, putting it in chocolate milk or something like that. But to sit there and drink it neat at room temperature and talk about all the attributes, no, I don't think I would do that. Last call. Y'all want to see what I bought? Yeah, controversy. Well, I got it wrong. 14-year-old Tom Petty was in attendance. Oh, he was? Huh. Oh, at the Gator Bowl, September 11th, 1964. What do you think makes the Kessler hard to identify? I don't know. I don't know. It's just confusing to me. I'll show y'all what I bought real fast. Watch out, Orangey. You're going to get knocked over. You wait right here. Huh? Well, daylight's taking longer to arrive than I thought. I thought by this part of February it would be getting daylight sooner, but it hasn't happened. Let's see it. Okay, B Aviation. Cheers, says Melanin. Yeah, okay. Show us your acquisition, JBD. You are confusing me, says the Whiskey Scout. How? How am I confusing you? Not trying to. Western Sun flavored vodka. I got 3 flavors: lime, peach, and blueberry. And you know how much these cost? 3 bottles for 99 cents total. 99 cents plus tax for the 3 bottles, 100 milliliters. So I got 300 milliliters of different flavor vodkas for 99 cents. And then I found a 12-pack of this. Packaged on December 30th, 2021. Michelob Lager. Can you believe it? I finally found it. And they had multiple packs of Dornex, a whole bunch of it. So, of course, I had to buy it. Wow, great deal. It is. Okay, well, I got to go, y'all. I got to go watch the lies. I mean, I meant to say the news. I got to go watch the news. Nasty, nastier, and nastiest. We'll see. We'll see, but I can't necessarily argue with that. Yeah, I found Michelob. Thanks, everybody.